Is there anything there? What are you waiting for? What's going on? Drugs. And I know I went to places. They tell me go to this mommy. Spiritually, I did a lot of things. Funny enough, the places you go to take these drugs or this abo are places that on a normal day, if they give you water, you won't drink. Yes, they are so dirty and you see dogs and all those things. I actually conceived. My first cycle, I conceived.
Wow.
And after some months, the embryo stopped developing. It's more like a horrible experience that I don't wish any woman trying to conceive to experience that.
So I'm off to Tina's place for our collaboration, and I'll see you guys there, or probably when I get back. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Z, and on this channel I do everything from vlogs around the world, Imo State, to skincare, hair care, and as a lawyer I also reel out a few tips that can help you keep out of trouble. But for today we want to talk about something else: IVF. No, I haven't done IVF before, but I have someone who has done it and is blessed with 3 beautiful kids, 3 amazing kids, 2 girls and a boy, and it's no other than Isoa.
Hi guys, I'm here. Hi guys, I'm blessed and happy to be on this channel. I think I've featured here before, but this one is more like a collaboration. And I'm Tina Isoa, like she said. I'm a mom of 3 beautiful kids. Yes, and I'm a YouTuber based in Owerri as well, and I make videos.
Wait, let me show them your children's picture. See our babies. Oh my god, like your daughter. 2 girls and a boy.
Yeah,
2 girls and a boy. The girls are so beautiful.
So I make videos in Owerri. I equally do Owerri vlogs, and I talk about, as a health personnel, I have over 12 years of experience as a primary health worker, and I make videos that relate to health. And as a mom, I do family vlogs. So if it is something you want to see, please come to my channel, okay?
The link will be in my description box, so you just hit her up and tell her you're from Z. All right, so it's going to be more like a Q&A session, right? We're going to talk about everything. She's very open about talking about how she conceived, how God blessed her with her miracles. Because I mean, you have to share your testimony with the world, and that's the only way to thank God for everything He's done for you.
And to inspire others.
Exactly. And you never know whose story or whose life you're actually impacting on, because a lot of people actually need to hear your story. So Tina is one person who is actually very open-minded about talking about how she conceived her 3 miracles from IVF. Now I'm going to be asking her a few questions, because as at when she did it, that was how many years ago?
The first one was like 5 years ago.
Exactly.
So my son is 5 years now, so 6 years ago.
So as at when she did it, IVF was not, I would say, publicly acceptable for most women. A lot of women were not receptive of it. A lot of people could not talk, oh, I conceived through IVF. They just say, oh, I got pregnant naturally. People were not accepting of it. But now, people are openly talking about it, because I mean, if it wasn't for God, it still wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, sure.
Because I know a couple of people who have tried IVF, did not work. And she even told me that she knows a couple of people who have also tried, even before her, even after her, and it didn't work out. So it's all part of God's plan. Like I always tell people, nothing takes God by surprise. So wherever you see yourself, always find your peace in your stomach. So the very first question for you was, how long did you wait before you decided to do IVF?
Actually, before I go into answer your question, I want to state it clear that why I started sharing this testimony, because that's what I titled it. I just want a situation whereby I will inspire other women. I'm not taking any glory from I did it or I have the resources and that's why I went for it. But I want to inspire others. I want people to come out. You will often hear people say, after 100 years, God finally did it. Tell us how God did it for you. There are several others who are waiting on God to do it for them. And come to talk of it, civilization, modernization, and science has come to stay, and we have to accept it. So I actually waited for 4 years, I must say, and 4 trying years before we decided to go in for IVF. In vitro fertilization, in case if you don't know the actual full meaning. Yeah.
For some people, that's quite a short time. For some people, that's quite a long time. But the next question I'll ask you is, between you and your husband, who initiated the plan?
I must equally say I'm literate, and there is nothing like marrying a literate man or a literate woman. So in our case, after trying the first year, we went to several hospitals. We did semen analysis, and for a woman, you know, there is no, just to check that your tubes are okay and your hormones are in order. So after that, we kept trying. 1 year passed, and as an Igbo babe, I will always have to go I will always have to look for the trado medicine, that's the traditional drugs. And I know I went to places, I drank in Bise, I went to Ngwa, I went to several places. They tell me go to this mommy. Spiritually, I did a lot of things, to be honest. But one day I brought the abo, you know, that's what it is called. Okay. So we were drinking it. One day my husband called me. He said, you are working in a primary health care, you have this experience, not just that you're working in a primary health care, you have masters in public health, you have gone far with the knowledge you have as a health personnel, and you know of IVF, and you want us to continue taking this nonsense. Funny enough, the places you go to take these drugs or this abo are places that on a normal day, if they give you water, you won't drink. Yes, they are so dirty, and you see dogs and all those things. I'm not ruling out that it has helped. It hasn't helped some people actually, but the fact that the places are usually disgusting. So my husband called me, was like, as literate as we are, don't you think we should give this a shot?
Wow.
That was when we started thinking about it and started researching, digging to know more about it. And
as an aside, as a young girl, if you haven't gotten married, marry someone who is literate and who is understanding. You know,
definitely
be picking some things out of this one. So you are hearing.
Definitely.
Because not a lot of men will do that.
And honestly, sometimes people ask me, how were you able to convince your husband?
Exactly, because
did he, when he's paying the millions, how was he feeling? Was he grudging?
Then IVF was not openly accepted. That's why I had to ask you this question.
And it wasn't even common. Like the clinics in Nigeria wasn't that common. Yeah, it wasn't that. Like now we have one in Owerri. It's not like something you look around, you will see them. And meanwhile, I did my first cycle and it failed.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was going to be our second question. The second question was supposed to be, how many did you conceive immediately, or did you have any failed attempts? But she's already answered.
Yeah, I actually conceived. My first cycle, I conceived.
Wow.
And after some months, the embryo stopped developing. Okay. So we're left with evacuation, which is more like a horrible experience that I don't wish any woman trying to conceive to experience that. But all the same, we evacuated the non-developing fetus, and we still, after some months, I think we evacuated April, and September we went in for another one, which gave birth to my son.
You know the thing about the Bible that says that for all that the cankerworm and all the palmer worms has eaten, that God will replace 1,000 folds.
Yeah.
God is actually real, and for every storm of your life, He will actually bring your peace.
Sure.
So the next question is, I mean, you're Igbo.
Yes.
Your husband is Edo.
Edo State, yeah. Yeah.
You're Igbo, your husband is Edo. Yeah. So how does his mom take it? Because one, you're not from their tribe. I'm sure maybe when you guys wanted to get married, they were, if you, are you sure? Are you not sure? Then now after marriage, you were not able to conceive immediately. Was there any or all this kind of thing from your side or from his side? How did your mother-in-law take it?
Actually, like I always say, I have to say it honestly, I'm married to Edo State, but I am super blessed and I'm happy that I took that decision. In every marriage, it is common. You find parents who always say, are you sure it's him? No, it will not be him. There is definitely one side of the parents that will say no. In my own case, my husband, the mom, there are 6 men. I should call them men. My husband is the 6th boy.
Oh, wow.
And 2 girls. And fortunately, or fortunately, if I should say, my husband is the last of the son, and none of the 5 elder brothers married from their tribe.
Oh.
So in my own case, my mother-in-law wanted, oh, Simon is going to marry from Ishan. And behold, this guy came bringing one Omoibo. So she equally, to a certain level, refuted it, but on a long run, she fell in love with us. Same as my parents. My parents felt that, oh, I'm going to lose this girl alive, that kind of thing. So, but at the end of the day, we got married. So, coming to trying times, I have to be very honest with you. For once, my mother-in-law never called me. Is there anything there? What are you waiting for? What's going on? She never did. Even when we decided to go for IVF, we never told any family member. In fact, my parents were worried for me more than my mother-in-law. She may be worried, but she didn't show that
to me. She didn't put you under pressure.
Yeah, she didn't want to put me under pressure. After all, I'm not her first daughter-in-law. She has grandchildren. So, but in this case, we went in for it. Even when the first one failed, she knew that I had miscarriage. All she told me was that I should keep the faith that the tail end God is going to bless us. Wow. And when it finally happened, I don't know how she got to know that it was through IVF. Wow. Yeah, I didn't open my mouth, I didn't tell her. But either the son told her, or maybe my brother-in-law, he's a medical doctor, told her. I don't know how she got to know. But she called me, she was like, my daughter, for you to have done this, just to be procreative, to give her grandkids, and she was really, really happy, and she's still happy. Like, she's obsessed with my twin girls.
Just like you're obsessed with the thing is, if you're getting married, pray for the right family, because you're not just marrying the man, you're also marrying his family. And also, when you get married, also remember that it's just both of you. So when you're taking decisions, the whole family doesn't have to know.
Yeah. You
can start with both of you, and then later you can
tell others if need be.
Like for me, when I first heard about IVF, what I heard was they are called test tube babies. I don't know if that's the same thing with the whole thing, but however, your kids now and other children, is there any difference?
My dear, okay, in case if you're hearing this IVF, because I want to believe there are a lot of people who are not aware of IVF. IVF simply means in vitro fertilization. It's a process that enables couple to achieve pregnancy, and it simply means there are a lot of reasons and things that can hinder a woman conceiving naturally, or even a man impregnating the wife. So in that case, they try to cut off the barrier. They breach the barrier towards, as in fertilization. All it takes is that you take my egg. That is to say, if I'm fertile, there are some women who equally have to go for egg donor. That is if they are not producing eggs. Same as men, they have egg donors, they have sperm donors. There is oligospermia, there is azoospermia. In the case whereby the man doesn't have sperm, there is no spermatogenesis. So in that case, that's my field. So in that case, they have to go for sperm donor. So, but in this case, in my own case, my husband is fertile and I'm fertile. But whatever that caused the non-conception wasn't known, which can happen to anyone. So in vitro fertilization simply means collecting my own egg. That is egg collection day, which I have the video equally. They collect the egg, take my husband's sperm, and do the fertilization, put them together in a kind of a petri dish. It's not tube, no, it's in a petri dish, and after which they will transfer it back into me. So
there's really no difference.
So, and there is no difference, to be honest. As in, I don't know how is it that.
So I feel that was there. At that time, people were not
aware.
The information wasn't there. But now it has escalated and everything is okay. So I think that's basically all I wanted to hear from you, and it's been an inspiring session. To be honest with you, not a lot of women will actually be open-minded about talking about it, especially in Africa here. We Africans, we are more like
so reserved. I want to keep it to myself so that people will not say this.
What will people say?
In fact, have you ever seen? If you go to YouTube, I'm not sure I've ever seen, apart from Stephanie Coco, that
exactly when you started to talk about it, I was like, is this woman sure? You understand? Like,
because it's not common. Nobody comes out to share that.
Exactly.
But I discussed with my husband. I said I want a situation, just like I created my channel. I said I want to be impactful. So I want a situation where I will do something that is not common, and people will stand to benefit from it.
My last question for this session will be: at what stage would you encourage a trying to conceive woman to go for IVF? Would you say wait for 4 years, do it before 4 years, or wait longer?
Okay, you know, in a health system, if you get married now, you try for 6 months. And you're not considered. Like sometimes, you know, after 1 month we're already panicking.
Yeah.
So when you go to a doctor, they will normally ask you, are you living together? You say yes. Once you are less than 35 years old, that's both man and woman are both less than 35 years, and you have been trying for 6 months non-conceiving, you should try any other available means. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's just saying that you don't have to wait for 12 years, 15 years, 10 years.
No.
Like they say, it's teaching time saves 9.
Yeah.
The earlier you do it, get it done, the better.
And I'm growing and slaying with my girls.
The girls are so like I can't remember to come back from school. They're in school. Whatever storm you find in life, always find your peace, because in you God has given you that strength. Faith with work is only what will happen. Don't just sit and be like, God will do it. Maybe God wants you to try this
act.
Exactly. Okay, what if Tina did not try?
Maybe I would have been waiting. God.
Maybe the women that you have helped,
you've
inspired. That wouldn't have happened if you did not take that move.
Yeah, it's true.
Whatever you do, I feel like everything we do in life is divinely orchestrated.
Yes.
So if Tina didn't do it, a lot of people, like I went to her channel, that one that has 36k views.
Okay. Yeah.
If you go under your comment section, see a lot of people talking about it. Like a lot of people are trying to conceive, but like Africa, where we've not yet broken that cage of
come off the shell and speak.
God forbid, it cannot be me. It's not my portion. Whose portion is it?
Whose portion?
And for every question about IVF, I don't know the answer. Go to our channel and ask her.
Or you can come to my Instagram, exactly. It's Tina_Isoa.
I'm now her manager. She's monetizing that thing.
Yes.
Exactly. So you have to pay for consultation, because when she was conceiving, it was not cheap. Okay?
It was not.
Exactly. And then I just feel like you can ask her. She's a very open person. Yeah. Whatever questions you have, here or in diaspora, wherever you are, send her a DM. But first, go to our channel, subscribe, like, share. And we'll see you in her own channel. So now we'll go film her own. See me there. Go there.
Yes.
Alright, now we've come to the end of this video. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. My lady, my queen.
Thank you so much. And Tina is an amazing person, regardless. Tina is an amazing person. I'm sure God made everything happen because He wanted her to inspire other people. And I'm grateful that it all worked out in the end. And now she's blessed with her few miracles, and they're growing and glowing. And that's
basically what more can I ask for?
Exactly. So we've come to the end of this video. Ensure to subscribe, like, share, and most importantly, go to Tina's channel and do same. Till I come your way next time, it's goodbye. Bye.